Vavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Second chapter of Vidura Neethi. These 2-3 slokas, which we were studying in all our Shastras, Vidurji also says, I'll just go through these 5 slokas in maximum 10 minutes and you will understand the essence. First, 54 sloka. Indriyairindriyartheshu vartamanairanigrahaihi tairayam tapitah lokah nakshatrani grahairiva. So, like the grahas doesn't allow the nakshatras to shine out, in the same way, those indriyas which are becoming slave to the indriyartha will not become usefully shining out for the person to achieve higher successes. Therefore, if the indriya nigraha is not done, the indriyas themselves become weaker. Behind them, the mind is there, that also becomes weaker. With the weak mind intellect, that individual can never be effective in achieving anything in this world. Therefore, use indriyas, but with control, with regulation, in such a way that the beauty of it is not lost, beauty of all those indriyas, power of indriyas not lost, and it is always kept intact for its use for our outer chosen goals, or the dharma, or the punya, or even for our spiritual sadhana. All that is said by Nachiketa by one sentence in Katha Upanishad. What did he say? When Yamaraj has put everything in front for him, Beta, enjoy all this, don't ask me about Atma Jnanam. What did Nachiketa say? Only one sentence. All these, when I indulge in them, Sarvendriyanam Jarayanti Tejaha. My indulgence in them will do the jara, means destruction of teja of all my indriyas, both karmendriya and jnanendriya and antahkarana. You understand? Therefore, other than bringing that jara avastha or senility to all our faculties, the indriya vastus have nothing to give us. We, not knowing this one, indulge in the indriya vastu through indriya and become so weak at the indriyas level that they are no more are capable of doing higher or greater or nobler things for myself, for the world, even spirituality. That is the essence of it. Same way, yojitah panchavargena sahajenatmakarshina apadastasya vardhante shukla paksha ivodurat. The one who is conquered by his mind means became slave to the mind. And the one who is conquered by the mind, if his mind, when it is conquered by the senses. So I am conquered by my mind means I am the slave of the mind. Mind is conquered by the senses means mind is the slave of senses. Such person. Yo jitaha panchavargena sahajena atmakarshina. The one who is defeated by these senses through the defeating of the mind. So I am defeated of my mind is defeated of the senses. Such person, avadaha tasya vardhante, shukla paksha iva udrat. Like in the shukla paksha chandrama keeps on growing from Partami to the Paurnami, so too all his inherent problems, outer problem, difficulties will go on growing. Now these are such a very acute, sublime truths that even to understand and accept them, we need to have a little higher matured purity level. Then when you ask question, hundreds of things we have to add. One or two are what? When I slave to my mind, then all the mind sankalpas, I become slave to them. When the sense mind is slave to the senses, all the attraction of sense object, the senses, to that the mind will have to listen. When I, through mind and senses, involving only in the world, all jarata will come to me. The main dharma I cannot do. Spirituality anyway, I will not be able to do that. More than all that, what the objects in the world being endless, The desires of the senses and mind will be endless. Point one. Two. But to fulfill those desires, the resources are not endless. Therefore, either we have to be disappointed, that is the meaning of the apada vardante. If you don't want to be disappointed, then to fulfill those desires, you will have to go by the wrong means of adharma. Now, will we not be caught up and put in the jail with that? That is the meaning of the apadas will grow like the moon is growing in Shukla Paksha to the person who is slave to the mind and the mind is slave to senses. Obviously, senses are the slaves to the objects. Objects are infinite. Senses want all of them. Mind also desires, but resources are not there. That is why more the desires, less are the fulfillments, more are the disappointments. Or more the desires, less are the resources, but more you want to fulfill, then the right, unrighteous means are adopted more. It is so simple. My salary per month is 30,000, but my desires are 50,000. Then what will I do for 20,000? Something other than the dharma. Then will it not lead me to the adharma? What is adharma? That what is the result of that adharma? Dukkha. That even this 30 salary, 1000 salary का भी नौकरी चला जाएगा. One example, apply it everywhere. That is the why he said with dharma you earn according to dharma whatever kamanas you are allowed to enjoy, you enjoy. For a grahastha, for a person who is non-spiritual, this is said. For a non-spiritual person, the arthakama purushartha is not fully denied. It is fully allowed. But both arthakama should be dharma. So my dharma, I am doing my duty. My earnings are 30,000. My kamana should be whatever I can adjust with my budget. That's it. There is nothing wrong in that. But there, if the desires are more, then money is less, then don't go for adharma, it is said. For a spiritual seeker, for him a moksha is a goal. मोक्ष का मार्ग और अर्थ काम का मार्ग अलग है, ऑपोजिट है. इसलिए one is told to give up artha kama for the sake of moksha. If moksha is not your purushartha, then artha kama you can continue, but in a dharmic way. Else your apadas will grow day by day. How important, crucial it is. And where is all it happening? In the Bevakufi and Murkhata and ignorance of the mind only, more desires, more adharma, and more apada. In the correct understanding and acceptance of the intellect, less desires, only dharma, and happy in the world. Even higher intellect will say, I want permanent happiness, it's only in the self. I'll pursue spirituality. For that, I have to give up artha kama. I give up. That's all inner transformation. Okay. Next one. Ki avijitya yathatmanam amatyan vijigishate amitran va jitamatyah sovashah parihiyate. See, avijitya yatha atmanam amatyan vijigishate amitran va ajita amatyah sa avashah parihiyate. Listen, very interesting. He is a king, Dhritarashtra. To him it is addressed. The three things here are said. First, avijitya yatha atmanam, without controlling your own mind. Amatyan vijigeshate, you want to conquer your ministers. And ajitta amatya, without controlling your own ministers or subordinates, amitran or shatru, you want to conquer over. Saha avasha pariyate, such person will definitely fail in his pursuit. See, from that side, you want to conquer your enemy. Who will help you? Your own ministers. Therefore, you have to conquer your ministers to conquer the enemy. And what makes you conquer your ministers, helpers, subordinates, friends, all of your own mind. Therefore, when you conquer your mind, you can conquer your helpers. When you conquer your helper with the help of them, you can defeat the enemy. So, without controlling my mind and bringing all people together me, I cannot control the Shatrus and defeat them. Then if I try to conquer the Shatru, I will be lost. Because my mind itself is Shatru to me and my mantris are never Mitra to me because I have not managed here. Now, how important this is in every management of every organization. What is the meaning of non-control of my own mind? My own mind is full of raga, dvesha, kama, krodha. With this negativity pus, will anybody come to me to help me out? They will never help. When nobody is there to help me, how can I undertake bigger tasks or how can I defeat the enemies? केवल मन को जीतो, जीता हुआ मन से लोगों को जीतो, उनके द्वारा शत्रुओं को जीतो या एनी एंडवर उसको सक्सेस पाना. Such an important shloka it is. Then Atmanameva Prathamam Dvesha Rupena Yojayen Tato Matyana Mitranscha Namogam Vijigishate. देखो, this we thought, no, day before yesterday I quoted you, कि विदुर नीति में श्लोक आएगा. He says, Atmanameva Prathamam Dvesha Rupena Yojayet. What is that? First you consider your own mind as your enemy. Then you defeat that fellow and be conqueror of that. Then you can conquer your mantris and all the shatrus also outside. So तुमको क्या है? मंत्री है, उनको कॉन्कर करके मेरे हेल्पर्स बनाना, उनके द्वारा शत्रुओं को मुझे हराना. दिस इज व्हाट एवरीवन वाज. शत्रुओं को हराओ या एनी बिजनेस यू वांट टू सक्सीड. But before becoming successful in the business, before becoming successful in getting the help of the helpers, you have to conquer a fellow first. And whom do you conquer? An enemy only. Therefore, consider him as enemy and then defeat him. Who is that? Your own mind. Therefore, your mind is the fellow who is the Dveshya, who is an enemy, whom you have to conquer. Which mind? Unruly mind, indisciplined mind. Mind filled with all negative emotions, negative thoughts, immaturities. इन सब दुर्गुणों से भरा हुआ मन को शत्रु मानो, उसको हराओ. एंड व्हाट इज द हराओ ऑफ द मन? Replace the negativity by positive. Simple. So that way, when I am a slave or enemy to the mind which is negative, when I become a master of that mind by conquering it, how? By removing all this kachara and filling it with the positive things. So then I can own or earn the friends in the form of ministers, etc. With them, any business I can succeed, any of the enemy outer also I can defeat. Therefore, he is not talking spiritual. He is absolute पक्का worldly success की बात कर रहे हैं. Therefore, whether it's a world success का हो, whether it is spiritual success का हो, it depends on when you win your first enemy called your own mind. Means make your mind friend rather than enemy. Mind is a friend when it is filled with all good qualities. Mind is an enemy when negativities. Now देखो, शाम को हम भागवत में भी यही पढ़ रहे हैं. In the morning, Mandukya also same topic. In Ravana's story in Ramayana, all the discussion is same. Bhagavata, Mandukya, Vidura Neethi, Ramayana, same subject is discussed. Focus on the mind and control of it. With controlled mind, you can succeed in the world, you can get all the siddhis, but all of them are temporary. Got permanent result only by using this controlled mind in the pursuit of the Atma in yourself. Be a spiritual person. This is such a simple, direct thing. There's no more to discuss. Just you start doing, that's it. Anything else is only to confuse us and take us a long way. सब घूम फिरा कर फिर इधर ही आना पड़ेगा. Ultimately, even after 10,000 million lives, you have to come to only these two aspects of control mind, know the self through the controlled mind. That's it. हर एक को घूम फिरा के इधर ही आना पड़ेगा. अब क्यों घूमे फिरे? Straight away let us do it from right now. The time is saved, no? Only two jobs: quiet and control mind. Use the mind for knowing self. Okay. ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओके भैया, बाकी कल देखेंगे. ओम ओम ओम.